Good evening, Panther fans. You have tuned in to an historic night here of Lady Panther basketball. Back-to-back appearances in the sectional tournament. A first for PHS girls basketball, broadcasting to you tonight from inside the gymnasium of Tullahoma High School. Tonight, your Portland Lady Panthers will take on the Tullahoma Lady Wildcats for a chance to participate in next week's state tournament in Murfreesboro. I'm Kyle Eden, along with my partners, John Thayer, Miguel Amandares. Thank you for tuning in to Lady Panther basketball. Lady Panthers having to travel for this matchup due to a runner-up finish in the region tournament. Their upset bid of Liberty Creek falling short 59-44, a 5-point lead going into the final quarter. The Lady Wolves proving why they feel they can make a run in the state tournament. Couldn't get the ball out of their point guard, Lewis's hands, and shooting fell flat once we got behind.
Yeah, she's totally phenomenal. And I think not only was she so phenomenal with the ball, she was phenomenal defensively because she shut her scorer down totally. And when you score, any team, when you shut their scorer down, their main scorer, you put everything in a funk. They got a good team. We played hard. I'm not ashamed of our girls at all. We got to do a little bit better job of ball handling, I think. Not putting so much pressure on, we need 5 people on the floor playing hard. And if they do that, it's good to go. Who can complain? We're at a spot that we're not used to being at. You can peel apples, oranges, whatever you want to do, whatever you call it. But I'm proud of them for being here. And the town should be proud of them for being here. And like I said, if they grow up just a tad, they can pull this thing off.
I agree. Gorchek Mood had 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals in that championship game. Kieva Bradley with 9 points, 10 rebounds on the night. And John, great season Coach Stein has had once again. 21 wins, back in the sectionals. And this team's just been fun to watch. Now, I think we're going to have a good game tonight.
Yeah, I agree. 3 years ago, mid-season, you and me were announcing, and I'm not going to lie to anybody, I wasn't looking forward to the girls' games. I was just really wish somebody could have done it for me and me show up for the boys. I'm not lying. Because girls' basketball in high school in the past, not always, but sometimes in Portland, wasn't as entertaining as others. But halfway through the year, I just kind of all of a sudden started noticing they were really good. And they were young as all get out because Taya was a junior.
Right.
And we had, Gorchek was, a freshman?
Yep.
Yeah, but they were good. They started playing real athletic, had players on the court that could play. And then the year after that, all of a sudden I look up and I was excited to begin with, and Kieva Bradley shows up out of nowhere. I'm thinking, holy cow, has she lost or something? And she's on the floor. Yeah, which really helps a lot because at that time, Humphreys was really our girl in the middle that was keeping us in ball games because she wasn't letting people have easy rebounds on us. That was our weakness, is we just wasn't good in the paint. But Humphrey stepped up and started doing. Well, Kieva shows up. So now we got 2 girls that can play in the paint and keep from the easy rebounds happening. And they caught fire last year, and it was an exciting run. They were just as fun, if not more fun, to watch than the boys were.
Tullahoma, tonight's opponent, a 21-10 record, winners of the regular season title in District 12, defeating Lawrence County in the regional semis, then avenging an earlier district tournament loss to Giles County in the Region 6 finals, 60-56. This is their first trip to the sectionals since 2020, coached by Chad Hibden in his 4th season. And John, they don't do anything above and beyond anything in any particular area that we've seen on film. Average shooting team. They're average in free throws. They're not a strong three-point team. They're not an overly aggressive offensive rebounding team, but they've got 2 things going for them that have got them to where they are tonight. One, they do not turn the ball over. They have great ball handlers, 1 through 5, and they have a 5'9" senior point guard, McLean Bobo. And John, we've seen no one like her this season, but you got to wonder, has she ever been guarded by the duo of Nylock Paul and Gorchek Moot, if that's who Coach Stein gives the task to?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I have no clue what they're all about. They got 3 sophomores. They've only got 2 seniors
Right.
on the roster. So that tells you they're not real old, which is good because that's Liberty Creek's best thing about them. They got 7 girls that have played together for 4 years. You know, they got their clock clean when they were freshmen, those 7 girls. But that was their team, and they came all the way up through the ranks. So they're deep. I mean, they're 7 senior-oriented team. These guys only having 2 seniors, to me, is a bright spot because they're not senior depth driven. So we'll see. I mean, they could have a sophomore like our junior. It was when she was a sophomore. We'll have to just see. But to me, that's a glimmer of we can crack this little armor here for sure.
Yeah, I agree. On the other side, it's starting lineups and keys to the game. You're listening to Panther basketball here on the Portland Sports Network.
The Commission for the United States Semi-Quincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that define who we are as Tennesseans and Americans.
In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good. Give a hoot, don't pollute. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Forest Service.
Coming back tonight for tonight's sectional matchup round, the Portland Lady Panthers going up against the Tullahoma Lady Wildcats. We'll go with the starting lineups for Wildcats playing the home team tonight. A 21-10 season record, coached by Chad Hibden in his 4th season. And they'll start 2 seniors, 3 sophomores. And if you're keeping score at home, it'll be number 3, the senior Aubrey North. Number 4, sophomore Kenzie Farrell. Number 20, sophomore Madison McCarl. Number 22, the senior McLean Bobo. And number 25, the sophomore Lizzie Sharpton for your Lady Panthers. Coming in tonight with a record of 21-13, coached by Coach Scott Steinbrecher. And he'll have 2 seniors, a junior, a sophomore, and a freshman in his lineup. He'll have number 2, the freshman guard Madison Mays, 2 points, 3 rebounds a game. Number 12, sophomore guard Addie McKelvey, 5 points per game, 3 rebounds. Leads the team in free throws and 3 points as she is shooting 80% from the line and 32% from behind the arc. Number 23, the senior forward Nylock Paul, 11 points per game, 5 rebounds a game. Number 24, the junior forward Gorchek Moot, team's leading scorer at just over 15 points per game, 5 rebounds. And number 31, the senior center Kieva Bradley, 10 points per game, leads the team in rebounds at over 6 per. And as a team, 49 points per game, shooting 57% from the free throw line, 41% field goal percentage, and 25% from behind the arc. And we're going to send it now down to the public address announcer as they get set for the playing of the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
as they get ready to announce their own starting lineups. John, look, guys, both of you, nice gym. I mean, as soon as we walked in the gymnasium, we were kind of in awe a little bit. It just looks like a different floor that I've not seen that color tone before, but I like the looks of it. It's very bouncy. I was down there talking to the coaching staff, and they said the floor is exactly like it is at MTSU, where they play in the state championship game. The backboards are pretty far out from the wall there. Got to wonder if that could be an issue, but I like the gym.
Yeah, it's an old gym, old school. They take a lot of pride in this community with everything. It's a really big baseball community. They love their baseball down here. They love their football. Basketball has not always been one of the things down here, but they'll support anything that wins, I would think, just like Portland does.
And they have a video board to take a look at. So, John, as they get set to go there, you got any keys to the game you want to bring up?
Keys to the game is we got to take care of the ball. Don't get so lackadaisical trying to run so much that we can't do the little things right. When our guards get the ball, they just need to put it on the floor and go. They're going to make mistakes, but if you make mistakes going fast, it tends to not be such a burden as making mistakes going slow. When we laterally pass the ball left and right and they steal it, that's an easy bucket. If you're going fast up the court and turn over to half court or something like that, at least they don't have an easy bucket to make. And you may get charges and stuff. So I think that's the key is when our yard guards get the ball, instead of trying to play hot potato with it, they did put it on the floor and go.
All right, we're going to take a short pause. When we come back, it'll be tip-off time as you're getting set for Lady Panther basketball.
Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Off the Rails, brought to you by Portland Sports Network's YouTube channel. Hosted by Coach Miguel Almendarez, Kyle Eden, and Coach John Thayer. We talk about...
I'm Nyla Call.
I'm Kieva Bradley.
I'm Story Russell.
I'm Addie McKelvey.
I'm Gorchek Mook.
This is Coach Stein, and it's time for Lady Panther basketball.
It's going to be Gorchek Moot going up against Madison McCall here on the center circle. Ball is up in the air. Moot gets the tip. Possession goes to Tullahoma. A quick pass down court, too high, too far. Out of bounds, turnover, get it right back to the Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers are going to be going from right to left, and they'll immediately face full court pressure.
Yeah, they out-hustled us on the tip.
Panthers wearing black jerseys, white number, white trim. Mays tries to go up ahead. Bradley can't chase it down. Out of bounds, back over to Tullahoma. Tullahoma wearing their home whites, black numbering, red trim. And it'll be a Bobo bringing the ball up into the front court. She'll hand it off to Sharpton. Over to McCarl. Back out on top. North tries to go down low. Dishes it out. The three. First three is missed. Paul with the rebound, but she got hung up in traffic. She gets called for traveling. Got in a little bit too much of a rush trying to get the fast break going.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. We're so scared that if we slow it down, we're not going to get the ball up court. They grab it and go, and that's going to get you in trouble because that's what they've scouted on us.
Wildcats with the inbounds down to the baseline, out front to Bobo for a long three. Doesn't go in. Offensive rebound goes to Wildcats, and they'll get it back to Bobo, and she gets fouled by Mays. First foul of the night comes at the 7:17 mark of the first. It'll go against the Panthers. It'll go against number 2. It'll go against Madison Mays. Sharpton on the inbounds from the far side gives it to Farrell. Farrell trying to go down low. McCarl guarded by Bradley. Up and under. It's not there. Down the lane, though, comes Bobo. Dishes it off, and she takes a little short jumper. First basket goes to Tullahoma as the defense lost track of Bobo. McKelvey reach-in foul on Bobo, and that's number 1. Panthers will inbounds. Mays will take it. Passes it up to Moot. Moot gets across the timeline, gets tripped. Almost loses the basketball. Back over to Mays. Moot trying to get around Sharpton. She'll give it up. Long three. McKelvey goes in. Addie McKelvey from about 23 feet out gets the first bucket for the Panthers. It's 3-2. Tullahoma quickly into the front court. Sharpton guarded by Moot. Fake handoff to Bobo, and she'll end up giving it to North. North back out on front. Handoff to Farrell. Farrell down the lane on the left-hand side to McCarl. Bobo back out on front. Bobo being guarded by Nylock Paul. That's a matchup we're going to watch tonight. Farrell to the elbow. Off to North. Back to Bobo. Pump fake. Gets inside for about the 10-footer. Doesn't go in. Bradley with the rebound. And Paul will keep it. She'll keep it. And she'll keep going. Whistle and an offensive foul. And that's number 1 on Paul.
Yeah, you could see that coming once you cross the half-court line.
Bobo. 5:46 to go here in the first. Panthers up by 1. Right side lane is Sharpton. Over to North. Screen. Switch. Paul now has North. Corner shot by Wildcats is good. Kinsey Farrell with the 3 gives Tullahoma the lead back. 5-3, 5.5 to go here in the opening quarter. Bradley quickly gets it to Mays. I like the way they broke that press. Fake, baseline is Paul, falls down. Ball is loose, picked up by Tullahoma. And Sharpton goes all the way for the bucket. 7-3 now. Tullahoma leads. Bradley comes up to get the center pass. Back over to McKelvey into the front court. Bounce pass to Mays. Lob to the elbow to Bradley. Turns around, takes a shot, goes in.
That was just brute strength because she got fouled on the catch of the ball and stayed with it and just.
2-point lead for Tullahoma. North gives it up to Sharpton. Sharpton guarded by Moot. Back to Bobo. Bobo trying to get around Paul. Takes a left-handed hook shot, no good. Quick rebound, touchdown up to Moot. Moot goes right, left, and the ball got a little bit too high off the ground, and they'll call traveling. She had her man beat.
Yeah, that was a good outlet pass. She had her for sure.
Missed opportunity. You got to think going up this deep in the tournament, you got to take advantage of the easy ones. Farrell out front. Paul on Bobo. Bobo gets spun around. Back to Farrell for the 3. She misses that one. Tullahoma with another possession. A 3 on the way. That one goes in for Aubrey North. Forget what I said about them not being able to shoot threes. That's 2 tonight.
They heard you.
And now it's 10-5. McKelvey double teamed in the backcourt, loses the basketball up ahead to Bobo. She takes one dribble and a shot. Foul. Basket is good. Bobo will go to the free throw line for an and 1. Coach Stein's going to call timeout at 3:43 remaining in the first. Tullahoma leads Portland 12-5.
Phones and laptops to toys and tools. Many of our favorite things run on batteries. But when tossed in the trash or recycling bin, these batteries can spark intense fires that are nearly impossible to stop. Battery fires are happening more often. They've destroyed homes, burned down garbage trucks and recycling centers, and, tragically, taken lives. When a facility goes up in flames, trash and recycling services can be shut down for weeks or even months. The good news, battery fires are easy to prevent. Just remember, never throw batteries in the trash or recycling bin. Always tape the ends and drop them off at a safe collection site or mail them in using a certified return box.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
3:43 to go in the first quarter. Tullahoma on a 5-0 run, up 12-5 against the Lady Panthers. It'll be McLean Bobo to the free throw line to finish off the three-point play. As she gets set, takes a shot, and that one goes in. 8-point lead for Tullahoma. McKelvey gives it to Bradley. Bradley turns around back to McKelvey. McKelvey picks up her dribble. Paul comes to help. Paul backs it up. McKelvey looks over to Coach Stein. Tullahoma playing a spaced out zone. High-low to Bradley for the layup. Good look by Paul.
Yeah, good pass by Bradley. Paul, yeah, you're right. My bad. I got it mixed.
13-7 is your score. Farrell gets around the defense, takes one from the elbow, too hard off the rim. Bradley to Moot, back to Bradley, and she streaks down, trails, and gets the layup. 6 points on the night for Kieva Bradley. It's now 13-9.
There, but that was a great job of keeping her foot on that ground.
Sharpton out on top, swings around to Bobo. Back out on top, Farrell to the far side, north now. Zoe Roberts into the game now has it. Bobo. 2.5 to go here in the first. Offensive foul called against Tullahoma. And that'll go against Gina Hendrickson. That's the second team foul. Panthers down by 4, but with possession of the basketball. Moot, top of the key, down the lane, left-hand side, good.
She's good.
Her length played an advantage at that, and now the Lady Panthers have cut it to 2.
And her just overall athleticism. She's just a phenomenal athlete.
Handoff to Roberts. Weave with Farrell. Backdoor cut, Bobo takes a jumper, and it's good.
2 points by Clay Bobo.
Bobo with 7 points. Back up to a 4-point lead. Mays' pass gets tipped. Bobo in the way, and she's going to take it to the bucket. Misses the layup. Defense by Moot. Putback is no good. Chase down, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Wildcats.
Checking the game for Tullahoma, number 3, Aubrey North.
In comes North and Sharpton. Out goes Farrell and Hickerson. Bobo will inbounds from the baseline. 1.5 to go. Gives it up to Sharpton at the 3. Bobo cleans around, gets it at the top of the key, turn around and makes a 3. That is a big-time play as she inbounds the ball, runs up to the top of the key, takes the pass, turns around and makes the 3-pointer. And now it's back up to a 7-point game.
Yeah, it was a quick release, too. She didn't waste a lot of time.
Mishandled pass by the Panthers, out of bounds. It'll go back to Tullahoma. 1:09 remaining. Ariel Lindsay will make her first appearance in the game. Mays will come out. But Bobo in the front court. North, guarded by Lindsay. She'll throw it up to Sharpton, top of the key. Bobo takes a screen, gets the pass, and they'll call traveling on Sharpton as she was trying to put a move on Moot. 52 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 18-11 is your score. Tullahoma with the lead. Paul gets trapped. Over to McKelvey, back to Paul into the front court. Stops short at the 3. No good. Rebound goes to Tullahoma, 37 seconds to go. Fans want to walk, they don't get it. Bobo has 2 people on her, throws it out on top. Sharpton fakes, goes inside the 3 and takes a shot. Doesn't get it. Goes right into the arms of McCall, and she cleans it up. 15 seconds to go, 20-11. Ball tipped up in the air. Bradley comes to get it. Back over to McKelvey. And they're called traveling on the sophomore. So with 8 seconds to go, Tullahoma, one last chance before the end of the quarter. And Coach Hibden will have Kenzie Farrell come in for this last 8 seconds. Sharpton to inbounds to Farrell. Gives it over to Bobo, who had a running start into the lane. Takes a shot short. Bradley with the rebound. 2 seconds, and they'll run it out.
There's a foul right there.
At the end of one, it's Tullahoma 20.
3 shots.
Fouls number 3, Aubrey North.
That was dumb.
So Bradley gets fouled trying to heave it up from half court. And so she'll get 3.
That's the
She
second
misses
game
the
in a row
first
we've
one.
seen that, Kyle. Remember the boys' game against Maplewood?
Second free throw goes in. Bradley shooting 56% on the season. And she'll get a chance for the last one. Up and in. 2 out of 3. And they'll call the quarter. Rescore at the end of one. It's Tullahoma 20, Portland 13. You're listening to Lady Panther basketball.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
Don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com, and remember,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for.
Start of the second quarter, Tullahoma with a 7-point lead. It'll be McKelvey, Bradley, Moot, Paul, and Lindsay. Panthers will start out on offense in that first quarter. Kieva Bradley leading with 8 points. 10 points for Bobo for the Lady Wildcats. Moot has an opening in the lane. Floater is short. Tipped up, picked up by Bradley. Over to Paul for a 3. Too hard. And the putback is missed. Right there's Moot. She doesn't get it. Third opportunity doesn't go in. And Tullahoma just takes it away. 5 chances for a bucket for the Lady Panthers, and they come away with nothing. Farrell, double teamed on the screen, gives it up. Slot 3 on the way, and it's good. Aubrey North with her second 3 of the night. It is now a double-digit lead, 23-13. Paul, bounce pass to McKelvey. Thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Gives it back to Paul. Moot with the screen. McKelvey stops at the free throw line. Paul down the lane. Another high low to Bradley. Gets bumped, misses the shot. No call. And the Lady Wildcats trying to extend this 10-point lead. 6:43 to go here in the first half. Bobo goes baseline, takes a jumper off the mark. Panthers with the rebound. Moot gets it knocked out, but they'll say it went off her last. Excuse me, that's Nylock Paul. Substitution, Zoe Roberts comes in, and McLean Bobo will take her first breather of the night for Tullahoma. Tullahoma up 23-13, 6:33 to go. Winner goes to the state tournament next week in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, we just got to keep them second chance shots for sure.
Turnaround is fair play as the ball was tipped out by Moot, but then last touched by Tullahoma. So the Panthers with their own turnover recovery. Paul, Moot, far slot.
Kieva's on the ground, ankle.
Gives it over to Mays. Whistle is blown as they'll check on the senior center. We'll take a short break as we check on Kieva. You're listening to Lady Panther Basketball here on the Portland Sports Network.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Not good news if you're a Panther fan, as Kieva Bradley is being helped off the court, unable to put any weight on her right ankle.
Yeah, she's done for the night.
Bailey Sharkley normally would come in at this particular moment, but she unable to attend tonight's game. And so Coach Stein will have to go small as he brings in Lindsay. Panthers inbounding underneath the basket. Lob to Moot. Touch shot. Off the mark. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers.
Good job by Paul attacking that rim, getting that ball loose.
McKelvey will inbounds this time. Tries to get it to Moot coming down the left-hand side. Gets knocked back out. So we'll start again. 6 minutes to go. 23-13 is your score. Tullahoma with the lead. Paul misses the shot. Over to Tullahoma.
It was a nice feed.
In the lane. Ball is thrown into the front row. It'll go over to the Lady Panthers. 5:52 to go here in the first half. Panthers trying to cut into this double-digit deficit that the Lady Wildcats have on them. Get some momentum going into halftime. McKelvey into the front court, chase from behind, tries to pass it up ahead to Lindsay, a little too high. And so it'll go back over to Tullahoma. Bobo will initiate the offense. Over to the left-hand side, pops out Sharpton. McCarl up front. Over to North. Bobo posting up Paul. Dishes it out for the three. Sharpton on it. Doesn't get it. And they'll call a foul on the rebound, and that'll be number 2 on Mays. First team foul for either side here in this second quarter.
Yeah, we got to get body first, jump second.
McCarl takes the inbounds, bounce pass entry into Bobo, and she'll throw it back out on top. Paul almost had the steal. Farrell almost loses it. Thrown out up top for the three. Off the mark. Put back. Tullahoma doesn't go in. Another offensive rebound for the Lady Wildcats. McCarl will try it again. Turnaround hook shot is good. .12 lead. Turnover, and Bobo gets fouled on the shot. And that'll be number 2 on Nylock Paul with 4:48 to go here in the second. Timeout called by Coach Stein. We'll take a quick break. 12-point lead for Tullahoma. This is Lady Panther basketball. 4:48 to go here in the second quarter. Tullahoma leads Portland 25-13. And the news keeps piling on. Kieva Bradley out, possibly for the rest of the game with an ankle injury. Nylock Paul with 2 fouls here in the first half. And Bailey Sharklet unable to attend tonight's game. And Story Russell already on the bench with a season-ending injury. And it'll be Bobo to the free throw line for 2. First one is up, is good.
Key here is we got to cut down on these offensive rebounds for these guys.
Second free throw for Bobo goes in. She has 12 on the night. 14-point lead, a steal on the inbounds, and Tullahoma gets another bucket. Mental mistakes for the Lady Panthers, and they dug themselves a deep hole. Paul is just going to dribble it up to the front court herself. Gets inside the 3, and she'll travel. Morgan Sales will come to the scorer's table, and she'll go in. Out will come Mays. 29-13 now. Tullahoma leads. 4:20 to go here in the second quarter. Farrell, entry pass to Sharpton. Almost recovered by Lindsay. Sharpton has to give it up. McCarl into the lane. Out over to Sharpton again. Sharpton takes one from 10 foot, short. This time the Panthers let it go out of bounds, and it will go to the Portland side.
Good job trying to get the rebound cleared out, blocking people out.
Paul to Moot. Moot's going to dribble on the left-hand side all the way to the front court, inside the 3, takes a shot off the backboard. And a rebound for Tullahoma. Sharpton gets around the defense. Off the glass, no good, but the putback rolls in for Aubrey North.
Yeah, we just can't deal with anything offensive glass when they shoot it. They're just crashing it hard.
Tullahoma calls the timeout this time. At the 3:45 mark, 18-point lead for Tullahoma, 31-13. This is Lady Panther basketball.
Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Off the Rails, brought to you by Portland Sports Network's YouTube channel. Hosted by Coach Miguel Almendarez, Kyle Eden, and Coach John Thayer. We talk about local high school sports, as well as other local and college sports, and any other subject that might come up. Tune in and join in on the conversation. Off the Rails.
3:45 to go here in the first half. Panthers with the basketball, length of the court to go. Tullahoma will keep on the press. They will not guard the basketball as they'll double team Moot.
She just walked.
Sales gets it. Back to Paul. Paul, the left-hand side of the court. Guarded by Bobo. Gets around Bobo, down the lane, and defensive foul will send Paul to the free throw line for 2.
I'm not sure how that went in, but it really did. Pretty nice shot. The key is, can she do it again?
Paul to the free throw line. Misses the free throw, so they get 2 out of it. 31-15 is your score. 3:27 to go. That was the first bucket of the night for Nylock Paul. Steal by the Panthers, and Tullahoma takes it right back. 3 by North, no good. Tipped up rebound by Paul, and they'll call a foul on the rebound, and it'll go against Kenzie Farrell of Tullahoma. That'll be the second team foul.
Yeah, Moot did a great block in there when they drove the lane there.
Mays comes back into the game. McKelvey will sub out. Moot, Panthers down by 16. Moot will take it all the way. Misses the layup.
Yeah, she's just pushing too hard right now.
Turnover by Tullahoma, goes out of bounds. And the Panthers will get another shot coming up on the 3-minute mark. 2 in, 2 out
Number 20, Madison McCall.
for Coach Hibden.
Lindsay Sharpton.
When you're an athlete like that, it's just you're putting so much on your shoulders. Sometimes you get out of control a little bit.
Mays comes up to take the entry pass, gives it back to Paul. Paul will keep it herself. Turnover on the pass, and Tullahoma back the other direction. Bobo takes a 3 from the near side, banks it in. Everything going Tullahoma's way. As Paul dribbles into the front court, takes a shot short. Panthers are just pressing too much. 2:28 to go. 34-15 is your score.
We've got nobody helping on the glass on it. It's one shot up. If it goes in, good. If not, they're getting a rebound.
Entry pass to Bobo. Turnaround shot. She makes it, gets fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Paul will sub out. McKelvey will sub in.
Number 23, Jenna Hickerson.
Bobo shoots the free throw and it goes in. 37-15 now is your score.
You can't pick it up right there.
Moot gets it stolen from behind. Bobo to the left-hand side. Sharpton at the three-point area. Goes through 2 defenders, gets the shot off the glass, and it's good. McKelvey will bring it up. Over to Mays, who takes a quick 3 near side. Off the mark. Rebound, Tullahoma. Over to Sharpton, a runner, and that falls in. 2 buckets for Sharpton. And Coach Stein's going to take another timeout. 1:39 to go here in the second. Tullahoma with a big lead, 41-15. This is the Portland Sports Network.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com, and remember,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
This is the second consecutive appearance in the sectionals for the PHS Lady Panthers. Last year, they defeated Creekwood at home, 54-40 to gain their first state tourney berth. Before that, 1973 for the last sectional tournament game. Panthers got a big hill to climb now. Leading scorer on the bench. 1:39 to go. 41-15 Tullahoma leads. Panthers with the basketball though. Last time they had a timeout, Panthers had a 7-0 run to come back out. We'll see if they can match that. McKelvey gets around Bobo. Over to Mays. Back to McKelvey. McKelvey takes a long 3. Doesn't go in. Moot comes from nowhere. Doesn't get the putback though. And a foul on the rebound to go against Sales. And that'll be number 1 on Morgan.
I liked her toughness there. At first I thought she was going to help her up, but she wasn't. And I'm good with that.
Paul will come back in. Sales will take a seat. That's the first foul on Sales. 4 team fouls on the Panthers with 1:18 to go. Paul. Bobo to the left, dishes it out. 3 is good. Sheena Hickerson with her first bucket of the night, and it's a 3. Turnover, Sharpton, layup. Paul takes the inbounds, stops short of the timeline, tries to throw it across to McKelvey. She gets it. Moot backs up, takes a 3, in and out. 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Tullahoma with a lot, Portland with very little. 30 seconds remaining. Roberts with the basketball. Sharpton. Bobo pops out, takes it. 20 seconds to go. Mays guarding Roberts. Gives it up to Hickerson. Hickerson goes baseline. Cross corner. Uncontested three by McCall is short. And the Panthers had the rebound, but they were on the baseline. 8.7 to go. Tullahoma with the inbounds. Lobs out on top. Sharpton looked at the three. Don't take it. 6 to go. Bobo, pump fake, takes a long three. Doesn't go in. And the buzzer sounds to end the second quarter. And the second quarter was a rough one for the Lady Panthers. They'll go into the locker room down as Tullahoma has 46. Portland has 15. This is Lady Panther basketball.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Welcome back, Lady Panther people from Portland fans. We're here, TWS AA Girls Sectionals in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Your Lady Panthers, well, it's not good. 46-15. I just don't know what to say. So I'm going to go ahead for now and just give stats, which will be really quick. And then we'll talk about some other points of interest in the area. Nylock Paul's got 2. Gorchek Moot's got 2. Kiara Bradley, who's out for the game, I don't think she's going to come back in for sure. Normally when you take your shoe off, unless you're going to get some type of tape job, you're not coming back in. When you take your sock off, you're normally for sure not coming back in. McKelvey's got 3. We were 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Audrey North's got 6 for them. Kenzie Farrell's got 5. McCall's got 4. Bobo's got about 18. Sharpton's got 10. Hickerson's got 3. for a total of 46. As far as rebounds goes, McKelvey's got 2, Paul's got 4, Moot's got 3, Bradley's got 4, block shots, Moot's got 1, assists, May's got 1, Paul's got 1, Moot's got 3, 16 total turnovers, and I think that's probably a low number. But anyway, that's your stats for the game. And the good thing is they got here. You can be critical of a lot of stuff if you want to in life, but in the history of Portland Panther basketball, ladies basketball, these kind of events don't come around very often, and they've come around 2 years in a row. We ran into a wall tonight. Pretty good basketball team. So, and we said coming into the season, we were going to have some growing pains in some certain areas. Tonight, I think the growing pains are showing just a little bit. But overall, the team's just not playing good. But I'm proud of them. I'm proud to be a Panther fan. I'm proud to drive down here and support the girls. And I'm not going to give up on them. But we're going to take a quick break. Then we come back, we'll talk about maybe some local baseball, even though I left my phone in the car, so I don't have that with me. But just real quick, we'll be back. A couple short breaks. You're listening to Portland Sports Network on YouTube.
Halftime, Tullahoma leads Portland 46-15. Monday night, PH boys will be playing for their chance to go to state as they'll take on the Giles County Bulldogs. That'll be a home game, 7 o'clock p.m. tip-off time. I would suggest you get there early to get a seat.
Don't take my parking spot, though.
Expect a packed house. Have you got it marked?
No. It's a pink one.
You might already get there early then. Panthers having a tough time tonight. A depleted bench. Story Russell out. Kieva Bradley didn't even go back to the locker room during halftime. But Paul did get out of that first half with only 2 fouls. Seems like the active hands of Tullahoma, you just can't get a consistent flow on offense. But I felt like instead of keeping 2 guards back and trying to go back and forth, where Tullahoma is just getting their hands in the passes, once we cleared out and let one person take it up, it seems like we had a better success rate doing that. I don't know, but I know that wears out your guards when you got one person that's always having to dribble it up the court. But
no, that's what it's all about when you're a point guard. That's part of the burden that sometimes you have to put on yourself to get your team in victory lane. Not that I'm saying our point guard's not. I'm just saying raising a point guard, that was stuff when he was a young kid that we had to work on quite often to make sure that he was ready to take that accomplishment. I mean, that's not what you want on paper, is your guard to dribble through everything. But, look at Tristan Coward the other night. I've said all along it takes 5 or 7 in the case for the Panthers. But the other night when Maplewood was putting some pressure on us, Tristan was the only one that was consistently breaking down and not getting held up on as far as the dribbles. He was on one-man show dribbling the ball quite often. And there's times that's just going to have to happen. And you've got to be able to handle it with that position. It's just part of the baggage. Hitting free throws late in the game. The point guards normally, or the 2 guards normally going to be the ones on the line. You got to hit them. That's just part of the learning the game and learning the position.
Only 2 points scored by the Lady Panthers in that second quarter. don't know what to do. They had easy shots, and it kind of started really towards the end of the first, missing those easy buckets and, allowing Tullahoma to extend that lead.
I think what it is, and I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, but I think Moot and Paul's kind of feeling the burden of the whole team on their shoulders. They did the last game. And when they do that, then they're playing a little bit out of character. They're just pretty much, trying to take every single thing on by themselves. And that's just really, really, I don't care how good of a basketball player you are, it's just hard to do that. It's the same thing in baseball. If you got a kid that's a good pitcher and his team's terrible defense, he overthrows. He doesn't hit the spots like he should, and then he walks people and hits them, and the other team gets hits, and it just kind of snowballs downhill from there. So I think that's what's happening a lot. They're so competitive. They're two of the most competitive girls I've ever seen in my life. I remember when they were taking pictures of the night for second place in the region. We had some smiles going on. Not them two girls. They were mad. They didn't want nothing to do with no second place trophy. It was a waste for them. But anyway, we'll see what happens in this second half.
Panthers need to concentrate on winning this quarter and not look at the scoreboard, as they'll be on defense to start the second half. And it'll be Ariel Lindsay, Nylock Paul, Madison Mays with the steal. Gorchek Moot and Addison McKelvey. Paul to the front court as we flip the court. Panthers now going left to right. Underhanded scoop shot goes in for Nylock Paul.
What you're going to see a lot of is next year's team in this second half.
Sharpton spin move at the top of the key. Gives it to Bobo. North to Farrell. McKelvey guarding Farrell. Farrell waiting for the action to conclude. Handoff to North. Sharpton. Cut off by Lindsay, and she'll get up to McCarl, and Bobo will take it, and they'll start all over again. Sharpton pops out. McCarl now with the basketball. Lob down low to a wide open Farrell, who misses the bunny. And then they foul Paul on the rebound.
Yeah, they had a double pick there going on. Had a wide open look, just didn't make it, and then we did a good job of getting the rebound under control until they bulldozed us.
Tullahoma will continue that backcourt pressure. Paul will keep it herself, go into the front court. Thought about the three, gives it to McKelvey. McKelvey takes a 30-footer. It's way short. Out of bounds, it'll go over to the Lady Wildcats. 6:41 to go here in this third. 46-17 is your score, but the Lady Panthers have outscored Tullahoma here in this third quarter. Farrell to the right-hand side, gives it up to North. Sharpton, top of the key, takes a screen. Right-hand side, dish out to Farrell. Crossover, picks up her dribble. Sharpton, McCarl, over to North. She's by herself with Mays, and she'll dribble it all the way out to the volleyball line, and they'll call a touch foul on the freshman. And Madison Mays will get her third of the night. First team foul on the Panthers. 46-17 your score. And that'll be two quick ones on Madison Mays, as she was trying to switch on the screen, bumped Bobo, and they'll call the foul. And Morgan Sells will quickly come in, and Mays will have to sit down with 4. 6:09 to go here in the third quarter. McCraw takes the inbounds, lobs it into Farrell, tipped out by McKelvey. Good defense. Farrell grabs it, but has to start all over at the top of the key. Crossover move, left-hand side, dishes it off to Bobo. She'll take the 12-footer. Rolls in after 3 bounces off the rim.
Paul did a good job of locking down the lane there.
Panthers try to force transition, and the turnover on the long pass goes to the Lady Wildcats. A foul from behind, and that'll be on Lindsay. That's her second of the night.
She almost got her a steal there, but the girl went a little right when she was about to tip it out. It's good defense.
Farrell takes the inbounds, but gives it right back to Bobo. She gets around the defender, misses the left-handed shot. Putback is no good. A late whistle is called, and that'll go against Sales.
Yeah, I was wondering where that was at first, but I don't know if he could find it or not. Some refs play with their referee with the whistle, some don't.
And they'll say she was in the act of shooting, so McCarl will go to the free throw line for 2. That's the 4th team foul on the Panthers. And McCarl makes the first free throw. McCarl gets set for the second one. That one goes up, and it's good. Tullahoma at the 50-point mark, 50-17. Paul gets around Sharpton, drives the lane, gets fouled on the shot. Nylock Paul will go to the free throw line. She'll have 2. Second team foul on Tullahoma.
Foul number 25, Lizzie Sharpton, her first.
Other local action teams that are still in it on the girls' side, Liberty Creek playing Giles County tonight for a chance to go to the state tournament. Westmoreland in 2A lost to Pearl Cone in the regionals, and they are now out of it as Paul makes her first free throw. Second one is up. That one's good. Nylock Paul. 6 points on the night. 50-19 now is your score. Bobo, guarded by Paul. Paul got their eyes on the bouncing basketball. Bobo backs it up. Lob to the elbow, almost taken away by Moot. McCarl is able to keep possession. 3 is on the way, is off. Moot with the rebound. Takes it herself into the front court. Goes to the left, goes to the right, goes to the left. Gets her 3 ball, tipped. And the Lady Wildcats will push it again into the front court. Bobo takes a long 3 of herself, and that one goes in. 53-19 your score, 4.5 to go here in the third. Paul to McKelvey. Sells comes around out on top, gives it over to Lindsay. Backdoor cut not there with Moot. Lindsay keeps it herself, gives it over to Moot from the baseline. Shot is off the mark, and Tullahoma with the basketball. And Sharpton down the lane, the runner rolls in.
Yeah, we got to get back on defense and stop that.
Paul has to pick up her dribble in the backcourt. Goes up and under, gives it to McKelvey, who's going to take a long 3. Front of the rim, no good. Under 4-minute mark. It's a track meet as the Panthers come from behind and get the steal. It's Lindsay in the front court. Over to Sales. Paul, she'll take the 3. Hard off the back of the rim. And Farrell will keep it. Pass up ahead to McCarl. There's nobody there.
2 points, Madison, McCarl.
Timeout is called by Tullahoma. It's 57-19. Lady Wildcats with the lead. 3:34 to go here in the third quarter.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the...
Timeout was called by Portland on that possession. Panthers are left with 1 timeout. 3:34 to go here in the third. It's 57-19. I think he had to take the timeout because all that back and forth, I think everybody got wore out.
Coaches got tired.
Madison Mays back into the game with her 4 fouls. As Lindsay came out, ball is loose, picked up by Tullahoma, and they'll get an easy 2.
2 points, Lindsay Sharpton.
Moot does all the damage herself. Stops just inside the 3-point line. The pass is tipped, picked up. And Farrell gives it up behind her to a Traylon Sharpton, and they get another bucket. 61-19 is your score with 3 minutes to go. And a defensive foul on the Lady Wildcats will go against Kenzie Farrell. That's her 3rd of the night. 3rd team foul.
Checking the game for Tullahoma, number 3, Aubrey Ford, the number 22, McLean Bobo.
61-19 is your score, under 3 minutes to go. McKelvey picks up her dribble. Mays comes to help. Mays spin move in the three-point area, gives it up to Abby Sanders, who's in the game. Pass is tipped, picked up by Tullahoma. Layup is tipped by McKelvey, but an offensive rebound for Tullahoma. Bobo guarded by Sanders. Entry pass to Hickerson. Tries to get around Moot. Up and under shot is good.
Nice move for a freshman.
63-19 with 2:12 to go. 3 short for the Panthers. And Paul will come in for Sales. Lindsay will come in for McKelvey. So it's Sanders, Moot, Mays, Lindsay, and Paul into the game for Coach Stein. 2-minute mark remaining here in the third. Adeline Tootin into the game for Tullahoma. The 3 by Hickerson is missed. Mays with the rebound, looks up ahead. There's nothing there. She'll keep it herself. Over to Moot. Moot goes towards the baseline, gets fouled on the shot, and Gorchek will go to the free throw line.
Masson did a good job bringing the ball up court, pushing it, then kicking it out to Moot.
Second foul on Roberts will send Moot to the line for 2, 68% from the free throw area. It's the first one, back of the rim, no good. That's the 4th team foul on Tullahoma. Second free throw is up, no good. Rebound chased down by Paul. And they'll call a foul on Tullahoma.
Foul number 12, Abby Tudor, first.
First foul on Tootin. And McKelvey comes back to the scorer's table. Paul, free throw, good. McKelvey will come in for Moot.
I'd like to get Paul double figures for her last game.
That may be Moot's first time coming out of the game. Free throw is missed by Nylock. 63-20 now your score. Tullahoma with the big lead. 1:36 to go here in the third. Bobo dishes it out. 3 on the way. No good. Panthers save the rebound. Lindsay to McKelvey. McKelvey pass up ahead to Sanders. A little bit too soft. It's picked off by Tullahoma. And Bobo's going to take a 3. It's too hard. But another offensive rebound. Hickerson into the lane as she gets the layup.
She's a good-looking freshman.
Again, Kieva Bradley out midway through the second quarter with an ankle injury. And Paul misses the jumper off the glass. Offensive rebound, though. McKelvey to Mays. Over to Lindsay. Takes a screen. Gets it back to Mays. Lindsay. Near side area. 36 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And a reach-in foul on Tullahoma. And that'll go against Gina Hickerson, and that's her second of the night. 5th team foul will put Lindsay to the free throw line for 2. First one's on the way, it goes in. First points of the night for Ariel Lindsay. Comes with 31 seconds to go here in the third. Lindsay sets, shoots, misses the second one. And Tullahoma with possession of the basketball and a 65-21 lead. Sharpton hands off to McCall. Back over to Sharpton. McCall at the free throw line, pops out, takes the pass, gets around the defense, falls down, picked up though by Tullahoma, and an uncontested three goes in. Timeout called by Coach Chad Hipton with 2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. .9 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Who called that timeout? Why did he call timeout 1.9 seconds left? I thought maybe he cleared his little bench, but he didn't clear his bench. He still got a starters in the game.
Paul takes the inbounds, but nothing doing on that one. Third quarter in the books. It's Tullahoma 68, Portland Panthers 21. We'll be back for the final 8 minutes of Lady Panther basketball. Back inside Tullahoma High School gymnasium. Taya Totten update, PFL for life, as her UT Southern Firehawks got the number 3 seed in the upcoming NAIA championship tournament. And Taya also made the all-freshman team for her conference, so congratulations to Taya Totten. Panthers will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter, and it will be McKelvey, Mays, Moot, Paul, and Lindsay. McKelvey will take the inbounds. Dribbles over to her right. Basketball is loose, picked up by Moot. Moot takes a step over, shot is on the way, no good. And Gorchek Moot just has not had her night tonight. Bobo dribble to the left-hand side, will hand it off to Farrell. North pops out, takes a screen, but she'll give it up. Weave ends up in Bobo's hands as she takes the three. No good. Mays. McKelvey. McKelvey dribbles. Gives it to Paul. Paul guarded by Bobo. Crossover. Loses the handle, out of bounds. It'll stay with Portland. McKelvey. Paul catches Mays open underneath, but she misses the turnaround. And Tullahoma with the basketball again, up 68-21. 6:40 to go here in the final quarter. Three by Hickerson goes in.
Alexander 3, Gina Hickerson.
Tullahoma now has hit the 70-point mark. McKelvey into the front court. Back to Paul. Back to McKelvey. Lob down low to Moot. Turnaround. Shot is good. Foul is called. Moot will go to the free throw line.
Good inlet pass from Paul. Nice touch.
That'll be Hickerson's third. Moot's free throw rolls out.
You know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really don't understand. You're up by 50. You still got your starters in. You're shooting threes, and you're still running full court press.
Getting them ready for the state tournament.
Tullahoma with the basketball, 5:32 to go. Farrell to the right-hand side, takes a shot, doesn't get it. Bobo with the rebound. Bobo to the elbow, dished it off to North. Back to Farrell. Down low to Hickerson, pump fake, shots up, shots good. How many points did the freshman have tonight, John?
12.
Mays gets the ball knocked out. It'll stay with Portland. 73-23 is your score.
Checking the game for Tullahoma, number 2, Zoe Roberts.
Substitution for Tullahoma. Paul takes the inbounds, goes opposite the screen, backs it up. She wants to take on Hickerson, I believe. Gets down the lane, gets the shot off, doesn't go in. McCarl with the rebound, and she'll take it all the way. No, she'll dish it off the hands of Tullahoma. It'll stay with it'll go over to the Lady Panthers. Almost a steal at midcourt. McKelvey tries to take a shot from three-point land. Doesn't get it, out of bounds. It'll go over to Tullahoma. Annabelle Thompson will come in for the Lady Panthers. And Ariel Lindsay will come out. Bobo with the basketball. 3:40 to go. It's 73-23 is your score. McKelvey had the steal. Farrell got it back. Another three by Hickerson in the corner is short. Mays on the rebound. Gets it over to Paul. And Paul will keep it herself into the front court. Gets around Bobo. Gets fouled from behind. And Nylock Paul will go to the free throw line for 2. That's the second foul on McLean Bobo. Second team foul. 3:10 to go. Paul makes the first free throw.
Checking the game for Tullahoma, number 12, Addie Stewart.
If Paul makes this one, Sanders will come in for Paul. She doesn't make it. Tullahoma with the rebound. Nylock Paul, a senior. This will be her final game with the Portland Panthers. McCarl to Farrell. Catches a wide open Zoe Roberts under the basket. Missed assignment on the Panther defense. 75-24 is your score. 2:45 remaining. Paul gets around the defense and gets fouled on the drive to the basket, and she'll get another 2 at the line.
Foul number 4, Katie Farrell, her 4th.
That's the
her
fourth.
defender is just finally getting off the ground.
That's the 4th foul on Farrell. Paul makes the first. Paul gets set for the second one. It's up. It's good. Whistle and a substitution. Nylock Paul will come out to an ovation. And Abby Sanders will come into the game for Coach Stein. .222 to go. 75-26 is your score. Farrell to the right-hand side. Farrell guarded by McKelvey. Crossover. Flips over to Roberts. Roberts guarded by Thompson. And Roberts stepped out of bounds. And it'll go over to the Lady Panthers. 5 in for the Tullahoma coach. And you got to think about looking at the seniors for the Panthers. Story Russell out with an injury. Kieva Bradley injured in the first half, has not played since. And now Nylock Paul comes out for her final time. Moot with the basketball, takes a shot short range, off the glass, gets her own rebound, and the putback somehow rolled off the right-hand side of the rim. It would not go in. Traveling is called against Tullahoma. Mays will take the inbounds. Excuse me, McKelvey. Ball tipped out, will stay with Portland. A minute remaining here in this basketball game. 75-26 is your score. Lob to Moot, turn around, short jumper, doesn't go in. Rebound by Tullahoma. Pass up ahead. Chased down by Sanders. Out of bounds, and it'll go over to Portland.
Yeah, Paul's done a lot of good things for the Lady Panthers. And Bradley, I hate to see Bradley go out with a twisted ankle for sure. And hopefully
Mays
that's all it is a twist.
Tries for the give-a-go with McKelvey, and she makes the layup. Nice to see McKelvey get a bucket there. 23 seconds remaining. Tullahoma, top of the key, over to Abston. Abston trying to get around Mays. She gives it out up on top to Staten. Guarded by Annabelle Thompson. And she has to give it up. 6 seconds to go. And Tullahoma turns the ball over. And that's it as the final buzzer sounds. Final score is Tullahoma 75, Portland 28. And we'll be right back for a recap and final stats as you're listening to Lady Panther basketball here on the Portland Sports Network. Not good news from Panther Nation as your Lady Panthers season ends with a sectional tournament loss to the Tullahoma Lady Wildcats. And their record will stand at 21-14. Nothing to hang their head about, though. District runner-up, regional runner-up, Coach of the Year award, Player of the Year award. Not a good ending to the season as far as the score is concerned, but overall, you got to be proud of the girls for this year.
Yeah, it's never a good ending when you lose. I mean, there's only one team that ends the season with a win, and that's the state champion. So it is what it is. I'm not ashamed of them. I'm proud of them. They've had 2 really great years. You know, hopefully they can get in the weight room and get stronger and work on some of their skills and maybe have a run next year. You never know. I mean, the key is our best players coming back. So that's always something to circle everything around. But there's a lot of work to be done. And they've just got to decide that's what they want to do. And then if they want to do it, they just, like I said, get in the weight room and work on their skills, because we've got a lot of skills work that we need to do at certain positions. And we'll see what happens. But I'm proud of Coach Stein. He's done a really good job coaching these girls. I'm proud of the girls for
Agreed.
giving everything they've had. So I'm not hanging my head. If I had to come back if you told me this afternoon we were going to beat 75-28, you want to not do it? I'd go, no, I want to do it. So we're here. I'm proud of the girls. So.
Right, I agree. Monday night, the boys get their shot at their first state tournament appearance since 2003 as they'll face the Giles County Bulldogs at Portland High School Gymnasium. I encourage you to attend that game. If you do, better come out early. It will be a fun atmosphere, and we will broadcast that game right here on YouTube via the Portland Sports Network. Go ahead and give them file the stats for the Portland side since I said we do it.
Okay, and if you're not, come to the game, you're a loser. Because you can listen to us from the gym, too. The good thing is Paul, her last game for Panthers, she got 10. Mood had 4. Bradley had 8. McKelvey had 5. Lindsay had 1. We were 8 for 16 from the free throw line. Rebounds, Mace 2, McKelvey 2, Paul 5, Moot 5, Bradley 4, Lindsay 1, steals, Mace 1, Lindsay 1, block shots, Moot with 1, assist, Mace with 2, Paul with 2, Moot with 3. We had 21 total turnovers. I think we kind of turned the meter off in the fourth quarter, though.
As always, we appreciate your comments and support. We have not and will not ever take that for granted. Once again, Tullahoma defeats Portland in their final game of the season. For John Thayer and Miguel Amadeus, I'm Kyle Eden. Until next time, go Panthers.